and gentlemen, please bow down. We have royalty among us. Princess Superstar is in Radio Primavera Sound's house.
Hi. Hola.
Thank you for turning this into a royal
honor.
palace.
Oh, thank you. Welcome to my castle.
We love it.
Your Highness, how does it feel to be back in Spain? I mean, when was the last time you played this country?
I mean, it must have been now probably 12 years or so. I remember I had a baby, and so she's 13, so I think she was 1.
Wow.
So, yeah, that long. I was here to play Razzmatazz.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now you're playing today at 11 o'clock. Everyone take notes at a Stephen Albini stage.
The Steve
Yeah.
Albini stage. Is that a particular honor to you? Did he...
Yeah,
symbolize it?
I never worked with him, but I mean, coming up, starting music in the 90s, I was like in love with Steve Albini. We all were. I mean, he's like a rock legend. And so, yeah, it's such an honor to play. And also just an honor to play Primavera, period. You know, it's kind of crazy what happened with my song and everything.
Yeah.
That I should come back.
we will talk about that. But before, what can one expect from a Princess Superstar show?
Oh, a lot of ass shaking, a lot of costume changes, pink, silver, money guns, lollipops, everything.
You said everything I wanted to hear. So, can you play now? Can we go?
Come.
I mean, because you've always been at the forefront of your own particular style of hip hop, shall we say, which you branded flip flop. Am I correct?
That's right.
Would you care to define for younger generations what flip flop is?
Sure. Well, I started out as a rapper, just in straight hip hop, but then as electronic music began to grow and change, particularly electro clash, when all the styles were mixing together, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna call it flip flops because I'm gonna, I'm rapping over electronic beats and everything, and I don't like to stick to one genre, so I mix it all and change and flip flop between all the genres.
But I love how the context. Primavera Sound always has this element to the festival's curation where they're always honoring musicians, artists, and your role in the history of music, shall we say. And you mentioned the Saltburn, the phenomenon of one of your songs becoming so viral again thanks to Saltburn, but really you've been invited here to because you have a place in music history as Princess Superstar. Obviously a lot of people may associate you with the electro clash boom because it was always you, Peaches, who were the two main names in and Miss Kitten, obviously.
Yes.
But you have such a strong hip hop credential. But did your, even being from New York, was it hard for you at the time to be taken seriously, being a white woman in a genre which has always been predominantly black?
Yeah.
Did you have
I did a lot of shows where people would just be throwing bottles at me and stuff, crazy shit, but it was always white dudes that were throwing that. It was never, the black dudes were oh, she's lit, she's good.
Yeah.
Although lit wasn't a word back then. Ill, that was the word. Ill.
She's
But yeah, so I did I got booed a lot, and it was quite hard. But at the same time, I never want to be oh, boo-hoo, it's hard for me because I'm white, because I have advantages socially in other ways, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to be But yeah, it was hard. And people didn't really take me seriously. But the thing is, I just love to rap. I always have loved to rap. And I was this is the genre I want to use to express myself. So I just kept going.
Yeah. Who were your... Oh, sorry, Mark.
No, I was thinking about what you were saying. Now you're here still doing what you love, having a crazy year, because I want, before they kick us out, because I think we have very short time, I want to talk about Perfect Exciter, which is the song I got into, your music and stuff. There's this whole new generation of people listening to you. How does that feel, gaining this new audience that maybe didn't know much and now they're getting into your music?
Yeah, it is wild, you guys. It's so surreal because when I came up, and for so many years there was no social media, right? There was MySpace, but that was about it. So now, it's there's a whole TikTok generation who think that Perfect Exciter is a new song. It's no, that's from 17 years ago, And even in my daughter's school, the little 13-year-olds, and they're singing, and she's shut up, that's my mom. She's embarrassed. Like, no matter what, you're always going to be embarrassed about your mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, aren't I cool? She's like, yeah, but not to me. But anyway, so it's wild. It's such a pleasure to be in an age of social media where new kids can discover me.
Yeah, because those who don't know, like, this all happened because you were featured in Saltburn's soundtrack, and that gained a lot of attention, and your song went crazy on TikTok, and so you may think you don't know a song by Princess Superstar, but you do know. Everyone has heard it. It has like 85 million streams on Spotify.
Oh, I think we just hit like 100 million with like the other remixes and stuff. I know. It's crazy.
It's crazy. If you could choose like another song, like, hey guys, I have a lot of material. Listen to this one. Which one would you choose to go viral next?
Well, actually, it's so funny because Licky started going viral, but because someone did a TikTok edit to Britney Spears, everyone thinks it's Britney, and I'm like, it's not Britney, bitch. It's Princess Superstar. But I guess what I would love is if people rediscovered my album, My Machine, because it's like a science fiction story and it's really cool and surreal. And like, I would love it if people would get into that record. Because for me, that was my favorite record.
Everyone go listen, go stream.
It's because, I mean, My Machine, that's what really took you away from the hip hop and into that whole electro, put you at the forefront of the electro clash boom. You had Armand van Helden producing on there. Heavy hitters, shall we say, of the genre. And it was also a bit of an opera, wasn't it? I mean,
it wasn't a rock opera, but it was like a hip hop electro opera, with like Todd Terry, Stuart Price, Arthur Baker, like all the big hits, of that day. And it's so funny because the album really didn't do very well at all. Like it just kind of didn't. I don't know. Like people weren't really like ready or something. Yeah. But the song "Perfect" was originally on that, and then the acapella got put on Exceder, and then boom, Perfect Exceder did well. To say the least.
I love hearing how it all happened. I was stalking you on Instagram today, and I saw that you reconnected with Lana Del Rey backstage, because for those who don't know, I read that you and Lana have like met before she even was Lana Del Rey, and that you have like some songs together that were never released and stuff. And you like, how was the reunion like?
Well, it was amazing I haven't seen her in so many years, and I produced her back in the day. Actually, my husband sort of discovered her, and he was like, "You should produce her," and I just loved her, and then I introduced her to her manager, who's still her manager today.
Wow.
So like, I had a pivotal role.
Yeah, you're the creator.
No, she created it herself, but I helped. But so it was nice to see her, old friend. It's good.
Did you catch up a little bit, like all those years, like, hey, we meet backstage again?
I know. It was really like surprising. But we had reconnected, I guess, a couple months ago at like a Grammy party. That was the first time, but now reconnecting again. Yeah, it's just nice. And who knows, maybe we'll do something together. I don't know.
We can hear those songs that were produced so
many
years ago.
You can.
Yeah. And before we started the interview, you mentioned that, you had a long flight over here because you live in LA. I'm always curious as to why New Yorkers move to LA when everybody wants to live in New York, but so many New Yorkers
space and weather, and like being a mom, I guess, too. And it's like, I love New York. I'm a New Yorker through and through. In fact, I'm a native New Yorker. I was born there, but it's like you live in these like tiny apartments, like tiny, and like my daughter was growing older, and I was just like, maybe I just want to live by the ocean, and but the thing is, I gotta tell you, there's no flavor where I live, like none. Like I live in Santa Monica, and like there's an ocean, and it's like amazing, but like I like, there's no diversity. There's no, nobody's playing hip hop out the window. No, they're in their Lululemons, like fucking paying $10 for organic carrot juice.
Those, those big water bottles that everyone's
Stanley.
carrying. Yeah, everyone.
I have a Stanley.
Oh my God, that's such an American thing. It always confuses me so much. Like,
Americans
why?
stay hydrated a lot.
They do. I know. Like I don't know. Maybe for the skin, or I don't know. Or I don't know.
Good. I mean, drink as much water as
drink water, guys. Apparently in America they do it much better than here.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
After this crazy year that you had, what can we expect from you now? Like, are you working on something? Are
Yeah,
you just?
I'm working on an album, so I'm really excited about that. And honestly, I feel like it's the best music I ever made, so I'm really excited. I'm working with a really cool producer. His name's Oscar Scheller, and he actually produced Fashion Icon for Aaliyah's Interlude, and he works with like Shy Girl and yeah. So it's good. I'm in the right place.
Yes.
Because I mean, the way you're a pioneer in your own genre of, as you say, flip flop. Mixing hip hop with dance floor.
Yeah.
And what do you think of where hip hop has gone now, where it's gone in so many directions, and there's people like Mickey Blanco even, and or taking it into queer atmospheres and stuff.
Oh, I love Mickey Blanco and Zebra Cats and all that. Like I love it, and I think it's incredible where it's gone. It's really branched out. I mean, I remember when hip hop was like homophobic. You know what I mean? So it's like it's such a beautiful thing to see like where it's gone now. Yeah.
Well, Your Highness, Princess Superstar, that's all the time we have left, I'm afraid. We look forward to seeing your show tonight at the Steve Albini stage.
Thank you.
Celebrating
lots of
your
pink, lots
legacy.
of glitter, lots of dancing, lots
Ass
of ass shaking.
shaking.
So we will definitely be there.
Lots of water. Everybody drink your water.
And the water bottles. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Princess Superstar, everybody.
Thank you.